and welcome again. Now, as you can see, we have a very different environment than the one that we've had before. We usually shoot our episodes in the library in our school, but this time around, we are shooting in Family Mall. Now, you are welcome to visit us whenever you guys want, whether in school or in Family Mall. So far, we have done a lot of shows. We have done some clown shows yesterday and today as well. There's an upcoming show tonight. Stay tuned. We expect to see all of you there, and an upcoming surprise as well in the upcoming days. Now, with me here today, I have the one and only Mr. Jacques. Now, it's lovely to have you here with us on this episode, Mr. Jacques. Perhaps you could start us off by telling us a bit about yourself.
Thank you, and it's lovely to be here, and of course being in the Family Mall. What an exposure to the school, and also just reminding current parents that there's a school here called BISK.
Yes.
And also to prospective parents, reminding them that they're not part of BISK, they're missing to be part of the best school in Herbal.
Essentially.
But a little bit about myself. I'm from South Africa, and I'm actually a qualified accountant before I went into education, and before I did some educational qualifications, got my B.Ed honours as well, and currently finalising my MBA. And
Oh, wow.
Just my dissertation away, and then I'm done with my MBA as well, and hopefully next year moving over to my PhD.
Here's hoping.
Absolutely. From a headship experience, been a head for the last 9 years, and in total have around about 20 years of educational experience.
Wow. It's obvious that you have a wealth of experience that we would be more than happy to have you shared with all of us today.
Thank you. And last 4 years have been in the Middle East before in Oman, before I came to Herbal. So have been exposed to the Middle East culture, and also what wonderful people to work with. First now Omanis, and now we're in Iraq. What a wonderful nation and people, and how I've been welcomed here. I'm really can't say enough. Thank you for the way I've been welcomed and the way I'm experiencing the culture here.
Well, of course, we would be more than happy to have people from abroad, and it's not just, our job, but it's also our duty to make you guys feel like home.
Thank you.
You're a part of Erbil, so you're a part of Erbil's people, not just Erbil itself. Now, a little bit outside of schools and everything, but could you perhaps draw some differences between where you've been, and I assume this is your first year in Erbil, isn't it?
My first year. I've only been here for 7 weeks now.
Oh, wow.
So
very fresh.
Very fresh. And still getting used to the whole environment. And what experience up to this point.
So what do you think about the town so far, the city?
Lovely city, lovely people. Due to my work commitments, haven't really been traveling too much. Seen one or two...
Can't wait for summer, huh?
Exactly. Seen one or two tourist attractions. But overall, currently, it's home and work. That's where it is. But what I've seen so far, beautiful country and really wonderful people.
Amazing, amazing. Now, there's a lot in store for you to see. Whether it's summer resorts, winter resorts, stick around and find out. Just like I always tell the audiences back at home. Now, going back, see, I never thought to myself that I would look good in a uniform. But no joke, and I don't say this because I'm a part of the school, but I actually feel comfortable in this uniform. Now, to me, this logo and the whole uniform, it speaks about more than just the school. It speaks about an opportunity to become something, to become someone a little bit more than who and what we are. Now, I'd like to forward this question to you, Mr. Jacques, but what does BISK mean to you?
Still early days, but I think what I've seen up to this point is that it's a committed team that really would like to continue working hard to ensure that BISK becomes a school of choice in Herbal. And I think we are on the right track to make it the school of choice. And that parents who's not part of the school will realize we're missing out being part of it.
Exactly.
And also to the community that is part of the school community is to say, I'm really privileged to be part of the school.
Thank you.
I think that is uh, the, the team, the students, the what we stand for, being BISK proud.
Yes.
I think that is the values we have. I think those are the things that really make us stand out. And if we just continue focusing on that, we will really become the school of choice.
That's ultimately the goal that we aspire to become, the school of choice, not the school of design, let's say, or chance, a better term to put it in. Now, we have a motto in our school where we say, one team, one dream. Now, it sounds cliche a little bit, but perhaps what can we discern from it in our context, sorry.
Yeah, I think that since I arrived here, something I'm really driving is that we are one team and one dream. And what are the dreams for the school? Is that we are a successful school, as I said now a couple of times, that we're the school of choice, and that we are the school that sets the academic standards in Herbal,
Yes.
as well as that we set the cultural and sport standards out there as well. And I think none of that can happen if you are not one team. So from the staff, parents, students, we must all be committed to ensure that whatever we do on a daily basis, we do it well,
Yes.
and that we are committed to what we are saying yes to. If we are part of the academic team or the sports team or the cultural teams, whatever we do, that we do it well and that we give our all to be part of it.
Essentially, we are all working together to achieve the same goal.
Absolutely. And if you don't do it as a team, then there's no I in team. Eventually, everybody must pull together and make sure that we are continuing seeing the same vision and aiming for the same vision for the school.
Yes. Now, I'd like to forward to you a question that I just immediately thought of. But through the vision of team and teamwork, and one team, one dream, and all of that, what was an instance where, in your work experience, have you seen some, let's say, organization go from subpar to achieving their dream goal through teamwork?
I think for some reason, and I said it to your staff as well, God sent me to schools where it's clearly where we sometimes just be reminded that we're one team and one dream, and we have to work together to get there. And I think 2 schools ago, I've also been part of a school where it was wonderful people, but everybody's pulling in the different directions. Academic standards were not met, discipline were not met, and ultimately just continuing being a dripping tap, just reminding people over and over and over, this is what's our goal, and our goal is to become the school of choice, to become the school that sets the academic standards. Of course, you have to put systems in place. You have to continue working with individuals and with teams to get there. But I've seen it as if people buy into the school culture and they buy into the dream for the school, that is when the machine really starts running optimally. And I think, again, for BISK as well, we can get the machine to run optimally.
I believe so too. I've read somewhere that if we want to achieve something, we have to believe in it. And a big part of belief is that there should be an emotional connection to what we are doing. Isn't that so?
Absolutely. I think, first of all, you need to always ask yourself, what am I being associated with? So, for example, here we have the school logo on our chest. You have to ask yourself, are you proud wearing it? What does it mean to be part of BISK? What does it mean to wear this logo on my chest? Am I really vested into it? And that's always where we, as a management team, and me as a head teacher, only been here 7 weeks, but you need to show to everybody that you are committed.
Exactly.
That you are committed wearing this, and that your whole heart is in it. And you say the word believe. If your whole heart is not in something, you won't believe in it.
Essentially.
And that, I think, is always just coming from a head teacher down, is to show to everybody that you believe in the school, you believe in the potential of every individual, And when they start believing in themselves and they start believing in the organization, that is when you have an unstoppable machine. And
Yes.
that is I hope that we will reach soon.
Hopefully, it's all a part to create a cohesive, well-oiled machine that pulls in the same direction and in different directions. Same way you put
Absolutely.
it. Now, this is something I always remind my students in 7th grade. I hope they're watching. If you don't watch, minus marks. Just kidding. I always tell them that believe in yourselves to become a little bit more than just what you are. You are in a school that gives you an opportunity that doesn't only allow you to be a student, but allows you to be just more than just a student. You can become more than Muhammad. You can become more than Ahmed or whoever. You can become a successful part of society because you need, or only if you believe in it, let's say, or if you have a connection. And to bring it to BISK proud, we need to also bear in mind, like, we are proud of what we are representing when we put on the uniform.
Absolutely. I think, first of all, what we always say, there's a couple of things that I remind people about as we're going on. First of all, let's be proud of the school and best proud. But also the next thing, one team, one dream. And then the other thing that I always remind you of students and staff about, and myself, is be the best that you can be.
Exactly.
You can only be the best you. I can only be the best Jacques. I can't be the best Mohammed because I'm not you. And you can't be the best Jacques because you're not Jacques.
Exactly.
But if we all, thankfully, we've all been blessed with different talents and with different strengths. And if we all just build on that and continue focusing that I want to be the best. And what do I mean by that? It's just in the classroom. If I'm the best that I can be, then I'm not distracting anybody in class. I'm focusing myself. I'm focusing on my academics. I'm focusing on the school community to make sure that when the best I can be, I'm also building the school community in a positive way. I participate in sports and cultural activities.
Exactly. It's not limited only to lesson participation, but also in activities as well.
No, exactly. And if I just the best that I can be, I make a positive contribution. And just think, if you have a school community like we do, and everybody is just the best they can be, and everybody contributing positively, just think how strong we will get. And that's why I continue saying, let your light shine. If you're the best that you can be, your light is shining bright.
Essentially.
And that's been the one thing I shared with the staff on Sunday in our staff seminar is to ensure let our light shine, because I would like our light at this school to shine so bright that people say there's something special about this school.
We need to shine so bright that we would become impossible to ignore.
Absolutely. When there's a bright light, you can't do anything to cover it. And that's what I would like us to be, is that we shine so bright in this school community and in the community. Everybody know that this school is making a positive difference in the wider community, not just in the school community.
Now, to bring it back to, what you've done with the staff and what you've done with the students, it seems like you're cooking up a plan for the school. So we would love to have you share some insights about what you're cooking for us.
I think first of all is a school is about academics, and that's our core business. But in my experience, I've also learned that a school is there for soft skills as well.
Yes.
Soft skills, of course, is by a well-disciplined school that also teach you manners and going to give you skills when you go and work one day. What is the right thing and the wrong things to do? I think that is number one. Number two is also as a school, when I'm talking about soft skills, a lot of our skills are developed outside the classroom. And that's why also next year we're introducing a wonderful clubs and societies program, and also taking our sport to the next level.
All right.
And I hope that our students will participate. What I'm hearing from them is a lot already so eager and excited about the programs we're going to introduce. And some of them, for example, will be cooking. We already have a chess club, but we're going to do debating, MUN debating, introducing more sports as well.
We already have a debate planned up on next week, Earth Week.
For Earth Week, absolutely. Yes. So, and we're laying a lot of the ground work in the next couple of months. So when we come back in the next academic year, a lot of things are just already in place. We can just continue building on it going forward. Also think homework is always a thing for students, and I think next year where we making homework part of the academic timetable for the primary school, and for students in the afternoons to have for secondary, can choose a homework club.
No more complaints from students. Mister, we have so much homework, we can't do that. No, we have to do it in school this time. It's not just homework, it's schoolwork as well.
Exactly, and while the staff is there to assist as well. So from that point of view, that is the soft skills, and I hope that continuing adding that additional value into our students' lives. And then from an academic point of view as well, is to ensure that we are becoming the school to take note of and to reckon with academically, and especially with the amount of mock exams that we are introducing to make sure that our students are ready before they write the exit exams, ensuring that our students are ready for the progression tests in grade 6 and grade 8 as well. And then also looking at how to introduce additional international benchmark assessments as well for next year, to ensure that we always benchmark our academics internationally, telling us that we are on the right track.
To live up to the international standard.
Live up to international standards, and that we can also say to parents that I know that what I offer internally is meeting the international benchmark standards as well. And I think that is also another important factor. So, and what is find it exciting is to, even from a building development, school facilities point of view, a lot of exciting plans in the next year, what to add into our facilities as well. Maybe something like a swimming pool, maybe something like a indoor gym. Those kind of things are currently being discussed as well.
That's where you'll find me, in the indoor gym. Absolutely. If you ever lose me, that's where you'll find me.
I think so. We will have a lot of students, and I think that's also, I mean, we already have wonderful facilities at campus, but just to continue developing our facilities and add that additional services for our parents and students as well.
Of course, we are planning to make our school all stand out than what it already is. Now, from your perspective, Mr. Jack, what makes BISK stand out now?
I think perseverance. Joining a school where you can see that staff and students are showing perseverance, character of perseverance, just never give up, just continue going.
Consistency.
I think that is where a team have that, one can always work with that. I think already with a market footprint that we already have, and already standing in the mall, and how many prospective parents come to say, we have heard about BISK, we want to become part of BISK. And also that's a wonderful platform to continue building on, to make sure that parents continue and prospective parents continue seeing us and hearing about BISK. And as I said earlier, knowing that if I'm not part of this group, I'm missing out. Absolutely.
Exactly. That's the goal. That's one of the goals we have. If you're not a part of a school, you're missing out not just on education or world-class education, but you're also missing out on a lot of external activities or external lessons, such as soft life skills.
Absolutely.
Now, one thing that I noticed from our students, that they lack the skill of reflection. We tell them to reflect, or we try to teach them how to reflect, yet they still look at us waiting for our own feedback on what they are doing. And sometimes we need to tell them, no, you can assess your own work. Where did you go wrong? Where did you get it right? How can you build up from what you're getting right? But I'd like to ask you this question, Mr. Jacques. What's a soft life skill that you practice almost every day? Let's say it's a part of your daily routine.
It's interesting that you mentioned reflection. And I think I said to you in the staff seminar as well, it's something that I really do every afternoon or when I go home, is to reflect on a day and always ask myself, were you the best that you could be today?
Yes.
And when you are honest with yourself, then you realize that makes yourself stronger, and that gives you the opportunity to go tomorrow and say, right, I was strong in those points today, but those couple of points I wasn't that strong, and let me go and work on that as well. And if you just continue being honest with yourself and do that honest true reflection, that's how you become a better version of yourself.
Exactly.
I think something else as well that one needs to be open for is constructive criticism.
Yes.
And I think we as management sometimes if I ask staff their opinions or feedback, it's like they look at you like, "Okay, what's the catch here?"
Whose feelings am I going to hurt?
Exactly, and there's no catch. It's a case of I can only improve, and I only know if my staff and students are really, if I keep in touch with them, is to take that honest feedback from them. And I think that is also something the human race currently don't like, is that constructive criticism. But
we've grown a little bit too soft.
Absolutely, but you can only grow and only be the best version of yourself if you're honest with yourself, and you also can process constructive criticism.
Yes, to keep an open mind, essentially.
Absolutely.
To keep an open mind, it doesn't only mean to be open for new ideas, but to also be open for reflection.
Absolutely. I think another soft skill that I really practice daily is to greet everyone. And I can see the students while sometimes look at me like, "Good morning, good morning, good morning," and they look at me like, "All right, this is weird." But you can only create a sense of belonging when I say to you, when I greet you. I look you in the eyes and I greet you. Then you feel, all right, he's taking note of me. I see the next question I always ask, "How are you?" It's like some students are like, I'm not used to this. Some staff as well. Okay, why you ask me? But you can only, it's by doing that when you create an environment where people feel safe and they feel that they have a sense of belonging here.
Exactly.
Because I know when I walk past a student, a staff member, and they don't greet me, you probably realize by now, or I've seen it in action, I stop and I say, "Good morning." And then, "Oh, sorry, sir, I didn't see you." And just by taking note of each other, then I feel, okay, I made them feel that they belong, and I also now feel that I belong, and that's important.
It's important to establish a human connection, essentially.
Absolutely, and I think if we can be a school where we have that sense of, we make sure everybody feels welcome, then they will feel that there's a sense of belonging and there's something special. Because wherever we go in life, again, a soft skill, make sure we greet. How many times do you walk into a place where you have to say good morning first? And you feel, okay, why did I have to do that? And it sounds simple, but I've learned in my life where you can at least greet, you get a smile out of person, then you can feel, right, now we create a sense of belonging. Now we create that we made eye contact and we smiled at each other, and you can move on with your day. And it's with those little things in life where you also start building a school where people feel there's something special here.
Yeah, and it's also what we hope to achieve in order to make our school stand out. We're not just a facility for education, although it's our core business, true, but we also want our students to belong or to feel a sense of belonging in our school.
Absolutely. There's a sense of belonging in the school. There's also a sense of belonging in the community. We have over 30 student nationalities and over 15 staff nationalities. So we're a really international school, and that's why it's even so more important to do these kind of things. So it doesn't matter where you come from, what's your background, everybody at the school are being accepted and feel that they're part of something.
Exactly. It's our part, it's our duty to make everyone feel like home.
Absolutely, family. Yes. And then also, a lot of our communities here are normally families that might be expat families, that might be alone here. Some of our staff members are only individuals here. And the only interaction they really have is the school family. And that's why it's so important to create that environment of a school family, that when they're there, they can be comfortable, they feel safe, and they know that this is a loving family that will support you through thick and thin.
Of course, we as teachers and staff members are always there to help our students. We're not there to hinder their ability to go forward.
Absolutely. And again, that is, I feel, something that we've lost a little bit in the world, is that people feel that they're part of something and they feel safe and they feel that they can speak up when they struggle. And I hope that is an environment we create at BISK, is that when a student feel that they are struggling a bit, that we as a school family are there to support.
Exactly.
Same for staff, same for parents, that we are that supporting family.
Exactly. A message to all our students watching us at home, and to those who by chance come and see us in the booth.
Absolutely.
We are there to support you. We're not there to put you down.
Absolutely. I think as I always say, we are builders, we're not breakers. It's
Exactly.
very easy to break.
Exactly.
Like the one example I always use is, it takes sometimes a year, 2 years, 3 years to build a building, but to demolish it will take a half a day, if so much.
Exactly.
And that's what I always say. It's so easy to break. We break with our mouths. We break with the way what we do. But it's difficult to build, and
Yes.
that's why I always put that challenge out. Build, because build, and that's I think also making our school unique is that we creating an environment where we are builders. We build our students. We build our staff.
Yes.
Into stronger, unique individuals.
It's on par with our school vision as well. You know, leaders, students of today, leaders of tomorrow.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that you can only do that if you build. And I think that's also something that I really would like to get going for the rest of this year and for 24, 25 as well, is to create a program where we are really creating leaders. I think there's a void of leadership in the world currently, and to create that sense of leadership. It doesn't matter if you're going to become a world leader or just like I am a school leader, but you have that opportunity to make that positive impact. And I think that is what I really would like all of us to install in ourselves, in our students and staff and parents, is that we make that positive difference in the world.
We have what it takes to be heroes,
Absolutely.
to be a positive change or a positive impact.
Absolutely. I think that is why if somebody asks me why did you go into education, it's that. Because you make that positive impact for students and for staff and for parents. It's like that example I used on Sunday when you throw a pebble or stone into the water and the ripple effect from the water. It's either a positive ripple effect that you have or you have a negative ripple effect.
Yeah.
But you're going to have a ripple effect. And that is where you always must make sure that that ripple that you have in the water, that movement, is that it's a positive effect.
Exactly. And we achieve that by being the best that we can be.
Absolutely.
Now, thank you, Mr. Jacques, for being a part of our show and today's episode. It's wonderful to have you. And a final word and a final message to our audiences watching us at home. You're welcome to visit us in our booth in Family Mall. And we would love to have you, and we would love to see all of you. We'd love to have you share your perspectives with us as well. And thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share. And thank you all. And we have been proud.